curses, then Noel, make sure to cover. Make sure to cover his ears. Make sure to cover Michael's ears every time anyone curses. All right.
Yes, then.
Hold on, I'm gonna check my Nintendo Switch YouTube. After I
Michael.
update my Nintendo Switch. Hold on, I'm
Where's
gonna check
Michael?
my Nintendo Switch YouTube.
Yeah.
After I
Michael.
update my Nintendo
Yeah?
Switch.
I
Hold on,
swear
I'm
with
gonna
my
check
case
my
with Jonah,
Nintendo
please.
Switch
If you have a yes or no.
After I
Michael,
update
shut
my
the whole
Nintendo
class.
Switch.
I
Hold on,
swear
I'm
with
gonna
my
check
case.
my. Oh, and Noel's gone.
He has a spectate. That's why. He's spectating, don't worry.
Ah.
Alright, by the way. Try try to change your eyes to like Jonah.
Is it streaming?
No, don't account yet. Just try to do that little figure out how you do the eye thing.
What little eye thing?
That little figure out how you do the eye thing.
Oh shit! Oh, I can hear it.
Alright.
What? Sorry again? What?
Oh shit! Oh, okay. I mean, it
Yeah,
might probably be a bit delayed for me.
Yeah, okay. Oh, I had my shit muted.
Oh, right. Hold on. Also, you kind of have the thing, for your stream yard. I guess kind of why I can just hear your voice kind of delayed.
I can hear
Michael, try to do that eye thing to Jonah.
No, maybe not on me, but on other
abilities.
Anyway.
This is extremely
Well, I'm just gonna probably just pop off my Switch for that. Anyway.
My head hurts.
Anyway. I'm sure I will. His smile widens, his tail swaying at Pippa Eye's feet. He seemed more relaxed, showing his natural features this morning. And the trace of panic and hesitation from last night were gone, replaced by a look of contentment. Michael bit into his toast, and I followed suit. Trills as delicious as I expected. Fluffy. The chunk of toast I bit was heavenly. The butter sweet on my tongue. The tomato and salad provided a nice crisp balance. And the eggs. Something about simple home-cooked food is just the best. Michael was happy to eat in silence, occasionally looking up at me as I enjoyed my food. He'd smile when our eyes meet, his bottom pair narrowing into a happy squint. I wonder if he'd be open to some questions. Hey. Do you mind if I ask? How did you learn to cook?
Yes. No. Oh wait, no, this is saving.
That is a pretty complicated recipe. I just wonder if anyone taught you how to cook.
I'd be lucky if someone could teach me how I'd make boiled eggs, Firefly. But it was trial and error mostly. My earlier endeavors were pretty much inedible.
Mm-hmm.
I picked up a thing or two about cooking though, so your taste buds aren't gonna fall victim to any nasty creations like in my early days at least.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking of, did you enjoy dinner last night?
Of course I did. You're a real good cook, Michael.
I'm glad. It probably wasn't obvious, but I'm really happy I got to cook for you. I don't get guests often, in case you couldn't tell.
What? You just laughed for? Who's laughing?
Probably even at one point, me and Michael for the the general kind of thing also did do loaded baked potatoes. My idea. With Noel. You know,
Yeah.
he's a pretty dang good cook. I don't know him for that. Know him for being a pretty good cook.
Hey Jonah, aren't you supposed to be reading?
Oh shit! Oh fuck! Oh crap! Shit!
Shit, fuck.
He grinned at my joke, looking pleased.
I'd be happy to.
I chuckled as I took another bite. So, what's your favorite thing to cook? He ended up at the question.
Fried mushrooms.
Fried mushrooms?
Yeah. There's plenty to find, and it's easy to make.
I do remember frying a patch of mushrooms yesterday. They smelled pretty funky though.
You remember that?
What was that?
Nothing. Anyways, mushrooms are the only thing I had for a while before figuring out I could eat other stuff like roots and veggies.
Do you forage all your ingredients?
Mostly. Sometimes I figure out how to catch fish and hunt game for the best of my life. I'll tell you that.
Mm.
My first taste of meat?
He did an awkward version of a chef's kiss, as if
Yeah.
mimicking something he saw on television once.
Mamma mia.
Mamma mia.
What was he trying to say? Mamma mia? He continued before I could even dwell on it for a second longer.
Blah, 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 blah. But nothing beats what you humans are able to make. Like Chef Gordon Ramsay?
Gordon Ramsay! Was that
You guys go nuts with ingredients. Rice was a challenge specifically.
Yeah.
It's a precious ingredient since I have to actually get some from a store. But once I figured out how to make it nice and fluffy, I consider it a special treat. Rice isn't even that difficult to make. All you gotta do is boil it in water.
I did a double take. You go to the store?
No, I mean, yeah. Why else would I get it?
I thought you would grow it yourself or something.
Kinda. Good question. I don't.
Do you
I just
steal it?
walk in. I just walk in, put it in my bag, and then walk out. They just don't care. How'd you know?
He laughed as I flushed him embarrassment.
It's flattering you think I'm even capable of something that impressive. But no. Wait, I can't farm? There's only so much the forest can provide.
But what about money? Because I know Jason brought it up. We're talking about human currency, right? Otherwise, how would you even. Do you actually have a job? A thought occurred to me. Or did you steal it like Jason said? He almost looked offended.
You take me for a criminal? Of course I stole it.
No? But that would mean. Then how. Mark opened to his toast, his two eyes winking in mischief.
I have my ways, Firefly.
What's that supposed to mean?
Yeah, I stole it.
What's it like living in the woods? I still can't believe how cozy you managed to make it, considering the whole middle of nowhere thing.
Oh, It wasn't like this when I found it.
No?
It was a major, fixer-upper.
So the cabin was abandoned. I never would have guessed.
Yeah, I'm really happy I get to live somewhere permanent for once. It's not much, but it's home.
What's it like?
Peaceful. Quiet. I do like it a lot. The forest provides me with everything I need. And, and nobody bothers me for the way I look out here.
His ears twitched slightly.
Of course they do. I'm an idiot.
No,
Sometimes,
you're not. You're adorable.
sure. Sometimes you just happen to end up where it's most convenient for you and everyone else.
The way he avoided my eyes as he said that gave me the impression there's something more to it.
I don't kill people for fun.
Like his home isn't just out of convenience, but it fears something else. And we don't bring up the fun thing. Rejection, perhaps? Or something worse.
Anyways, I don't really have anything else to say about it, unless there's something specific you want to ask.
He doesn't think about his answer much before beaming at me.
What about you? I know you've told me a little bit about yourself, but what's it like being, you?
I scoffed, waving hands. Boys, I'm the least interesting person in this room. Trust me.
Good.
His eyes
Yeah,
were
good.
shining in earnest as he leaned forward.
Tell me anyway.
Well, I told him about my knife, at least the parts I was comfortable with sharing. The second last night, his eyes didn't leave my face, occasionally darting about my features and interest. The direct origin was making me nervous, but I suppose I was doing the exact same thing when it was his turn to talk. Eventually, I came to the topic of my job and the woes of living in modern capitalism. I am a bit jealous. You have the whole cottagecore aesthetic, practically perfect. His face morphed into a confused pout.
Huh? Cottagecore?
I explained it to him in my own words.
Oh. You're saying you want to live the way I do? Out in the woods?
I nodded and felt hesitation.
I mean, I wouldn't mind showing you the ropes.
His tone seemed strangely elated. What do you mean?
Never mind. Anyways, I don't get what the appeal is, but it's not easy either, you know? Force provides, but it's. Whoa, am I okay? Hem. Force provides, but it's up to me to make use of it. Starting out was. uh,
A dark look crossed over his face, and as if reliving a bitter memory.
mm, rough. But I'm built for survival.
I feel like asking him to elaborate would make things awkward. I decided to veer the topic into a different direction. Doesn't it get lonely?
Sometimes. But I'm used to it.
He smiled, his eyes lighting up.
What? What's happening? Besides, I have you at the moment, don't I? I never thought I enjoy having someone around. It must be really special.
How do you have plumbing in your house? I know it's a silly question, but I can't stop thinking about it.
Oh. You were wondering about that?
The embarrassed look on my face was probably enough of an answer.
Aw. Oh, it's nothing fascinating. It's just rainwater I've been stored above the.
Just rainwater? Nodded. I detected a hint of pride as he continued.
It's actually a recent installment, believe it or not. Granted, the project took a while, gathering materials, figuring out the tools, finding the right instruction manuals. Plus, I had to figure out where to store the water tank. And don't worry, I installed the filtration system so it's safe for us to use. I check in every few weeks to make sure nothing's contaminated.
That sounds daunting. Or sounded daunting. Especially considering he lived all the way out here in the woods. You did all that on your own?
I kinda had to since people won't help me. Anyway, it took a whole lot of collab.
Calibrating?
Anyway, it took a whole lot of
Calibrating.
sticks.
Calibrating and adjusting.
Yeah. Right now,
Calibrating, Michael! Calibrating!
Anyway, it took
You
a
got
lot
this!
of calibrating and adjusting, but it really worked out. And now that I think about it, I'm glad you get to be comfortable here during your stay too. Does that answer your question? I really hope it does.
Yeah. Yeah, it does. I'm starting to know a lot more about Michael. He didn't directly say it, but it felt like he was none weirder than he was laying on. Not to mention how he managed to make a home for himself all on his own. I had to wonder if he had anyone at all. Do you have any family around?
Family?
His expression turned solemn for a moment before he looked sheepish.
Remind me how that works again?
Uh, uh,
I get the concept based on some books I've read. I don't have what you call parents, if that's what you're asking.
until now.
Wait, what do you...
My mouth dropped open in shock. Plus, it's not canon in the game, though. No parents? He shrugged and took another bite of toast.
Not that I recall.
Then how'd you...
What's that like? Living with, living with so many people like you in such close proximity.
Huh?
That's how it works, right? You and other humans living in one house. And you have this den thing that makes you relate to the rest. That's what makes a family, right?
Was he talking about DNA? His definition drew me up, but I had to answer somehow. Can't... That can't be... Not just that. Family is fundamental good thing. People that you love and care about, who love and care about you too. I'll say the middle one. He seemed intrigued.
Is that so? That's so nice. Is there anyone that you love and care about?
Yeah, I love my friends.
Friends can be considered family too?
Yeah, I don't see why we have to be related to be family. I even consider my cat family.
Oh. And this is the same for all families?
I bit my lip pondering the question. It would be naive to think that. A lot of families do love and take care of one another, but not everything's perfect. Sometimes that love can be misplaced, or taken advantage of, or even abused. Michael looked thoughtful.
So it starts with love. I've read some stories about that. Love, I mean. Though certain feelings just don't make sense to me. At least from a reader's perspective.
I guess you would have to experience it for yourself to understand. He stared at me, unblinking for a moment.
Yeah, you might be right. I never considered that. Then again, who would bother loving a monster like me, huh?
What? You're not a monster.
Look like one, don't I?
That's besides the point.
Not denying it, though.
I'm just saying,
It's okay. It's really fine. You don't have to lie to my face. So, Emily?
right. To be fair, everyone's definition of family could be different. What about you? What's your definition of family? Michael looked surprised I asked him that question.
I don't know. You literally just asked the guy that really tried to define family as Denna.
That's DNA.
Oh, whatever that is. I've never had one. And I think your answer just confused me more because I don't know what in God's name humans do.
Well, if you ever figure it out, let me know.
I probably won't, but okay.
Michael stared at the remaining crumbs on his plate before he nodded, avoiding my gaze.
Sure.
We both felt quiet, the Lou in conversation blanketing us in a comfortable silence. All this family talk, it reminded me of the reason why I'm out here in the first place. To look for a beloved cat, a sight I might never be able to see again. I couldn't help the sinking feeling in my chest, the growing pit in my stomach. I wish I was able to find Ashes. You would have loved her.
Sure.
Michael opened his mouth to say something, but changed his mind.
Sure.
My voice wobbled as a lump formed in my throat. Sorry. I miss her so much. I keep thinking if I just went looking for her sooner, maybe I would have been able to find her by now. He was quick to speak up.
You did your best, Firefly. No one else could have gone to the lengths that you did. You almost risked getting yourself. I'm sure wherever she is, she's doing okay.
You really think so?
I know so.
His voice was laced with a confident assurance, despite the worried look on his face. He nodded with a quiet sniff. I hope so. She's just important to me, is all. Michael looked like he wanted to reach across the table for me, but sighed instead.
Actually, I'm sorry, Jonah. I I should tell you. Um, maybe I do have family. Now that I think about it, that was the surprise I mentioned before.
Wait, really?
Mm-hmm.
He nodded.
Are you done? I could take you to go meet them right now.
I looked down on my plate. During the conversation, I didn't even realize I'd finished the meal. Yeah, I'm done. The movements were quick, stacking our empty plates and mugs and setting them in the sink. He grasped my hand before I could say another word, pulling me up and hanging outside with me in tow. As the
Come on,
door
let's
swung
go.
open, I could only see forest ahead. Before he tugged me along as he rounded the side of the cabin. Oh, okay. Almost immediately, my perishables were assaulted with greens on both sides. Ooh. I figured he was the type to grow his own vegetables, but to see it in person as confirmation was a whole different thing. With Michael leaned away, I only had a moment to take in the surrounding garden. He had marked the different plots with messy drawings on small wooden signs jutting out of the dirt. Carrots, mashed potatoes, chisels of tomatoes and beans. I couldn't have been able to differentiate one plant to another without the signs. Even the chamomile from our tea just now grew abundant close by, small buds swaying gently. I bumped into Michael as he suddenly stopped, the man looking over his shoulder to beam at me. He reached what looked like a fenced-off area with a bit of netting stretching all around. He stepped aside, watching me as my eyes widened. Chickens? 3 fat, happy little hens scuttled about like they owned the place. As he entered through the gate, the hens swarmed over an instant at Michael's feet, circling him and pecking at his boots.
Ladies!
Oh,
I
cute.
can't. I can't. Oh my god.
Oh my god,
Ladies?
They're cute!
I can't. I
they are
can't.
cute.
I
They're
can't. They're
cute!
adorable.
Jason, I gotta have a
They're
look at the
adorable.
chickens!
The chickens.
The chickens!
Aw.
I definitely
Hey,
want to show the little photo of this.
ladies, meet Jonah. Jonah, these are.
Are these
What kind
chickens?
of name is that?
Memoir, Sazalu, and Pinterose. I think that's
Memoir?
her name.
Oh, as I like to call them, Marmar, Sunny, and Rosie.
He ducked to pick one up, fluffing up her feathers as he smiled. Oh! He gently scratched the hand's little head, which I assumed was Rosie.
Chickens.
Ah,
Chickens.
they're so cute! Ah! Also, I did read the dialogue, so. She practically melted at his pampering, eyes sliding shut. The other two flapped their wings in a huff and went about their business once more. Michael leaned closer, beckoning me to pet Rosie. She was so soft.
Rosie's the oldest. He doesn't lay eggs anymore, but I couldn't bring myself to,
Yeah.
you know. So, I bought her some friends. My came first.
Yeah.
Sunny's a more recent addition. What do you think? Do we make a good family?
Yes. I laughed and nodded, watching as Rosie nuzzled into Michael's chest. Oh, it's so cute. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god, the chicken. Oh my god. I'm getting a photo of that. I am in awe because these chickens. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I just.
Were you expecting something else?
Sorry, I didn't get to read that because I too distracted on the chicken. I was expecting that to be someone else.
Oh. No. When you look like me, people generally don't stick around.
There's that negative self-talk again. You don't even look that bad.
Here's the list.
His eyes flicked to mine. A look of pleasant surprise crossing his face.
You really think so?
Yeah.
You can't be that naive, Firefly.
I mean it. And had a polite scoff as he scratched Rosie's head absently.
You genuinely believe people wouldn't run away at the sight of me?
Well, I didn't. At least I made sure I didn't. His smile turned smug, the corner of his lips lifting just a bit.
Of course you didn't. Because you couldn't.
Shoot. He wasn't wrong. I was pretty much paralyzed in his bed when we first met. But I still don't think you look that bad.
Is that so? Describe me then.
What?
You heard me. Look at me and describe what you see.
For a second I thought he was being condescending, but looking at his eyes, all I could see was a bit of playfulness. He looked at me expectantly, eyes shining. You're tall.
Go on.
You have blonde hair. I give an amused squint, his left ear twitching.
What else?
You have green skin and a tail that I still am surprised by. He chuckled, though there was no malice in it.
But that's not all, is it?
He definitely expected me to say it straight. Oh, fine. So you don't look human. So what? He hummed absently.
As I was saying, animals generally don't care if you look like a monster.
My heart twisted at his words. His passive nonchalance somehow makes it even worse. Michael, you're not a tug of a shoelaces caught my attention. light brown hand stood at my feet, her beady eyes shining. Sunny flapped her wings almost expectantly.
Uh-huh. I think she likes you. Go ahead. Well, gently. Like how I do with those.
I hesitated, but slowly lowered myself to cup Sunny by her wings. Lifting her up, she was quick to nestle herself until she was comfortably tucked into my arms. You feel her wings wiggling as she nuzzled to my side. I am having the cutest overdose. So cute! This guy is softened as I cooed at the chicken, mimicking your small clocks.
You breathe it.
So,
Breathe it.
did it help?
Breathe it.
Showing you up, I mean.
Oh? So that's what this was. A fuzzy feeling boomed in my chest as he looked at me, chicken in his arms and staring at his face. A little bit, yeah. Michael?
Oh, right. Only a little?
I snickered, rolling my eyes. Okay, mister. A lot.
That's more like it.
His proud grin was infectious. I couldn't help smiling back. We spent a bit more time with the hens, petting them until they were satisfied. Michael even showed me the spot where he liked to have their dust baths. No chicken-shaped holes scattered about in the dry soil underneath the coop. Once the gals had enough of us, he refilled their water container before leaving. He left them some treats, carrying them straight out of his pockets before shutting the gate.
Can I say one line?
Girls' excited chatter over the food faded as we made our way back inside his cabin.
Precious.
I
My
sat
love.
by his bed as he crouched down by the fireplace. From the window, I could see the sun outside was getting higher. It might be close afternoon now. Hey, Michael?
Hmm.
He looked up at me from where he was stroking the fire.
Pause.
King, the fuck?
I rubbed my arms, unsure where to place my gaze. I think it's a good time for me to go now. I didn't. My expression fell, but I caught myself quickly. He'd done his best to cheer me up, being considerate towards him to leave in a bad mood. I might have to accept that I'll never see Ashes again. I think it's better if I focus on moving on. He was quiet for a moment, hands in his pockets.
You say so. But you don't
My
have to leave just yet. We still got plenty of daylight left, and there's some places I want to show you. Won't you come with me?
I had to decide. Well, but
I promise. I'll take you home right after.
you took another step towards me.
Please, Firefly.
I didn't want to say, but he looked desperate. Okay. I'll go with you. Petronia's face was shining bright on the billboard.
Wait! Let me get our stuff.
He disappeared to the kitchen, returning with my backpack in one hand and a satchel in the other. He passed it to me as he walked by towards the front door. I almost forgot I had this. Ruffling for my bag, I found cat treats, Asher's collar, a broken compass, and my phone. Battery was dead, though. So that's one less thing to worry about. I checked through my bag once more, finding an empty water bottle. I frowned, distinctly remembering I forgot to pack water for my trip. Or at least Michael told me I did. Didn't I?
You ready?
I looked up at Michael, staring when I spotted a large crossbow in his hands. He followed my gaze and shrugged, albeit with a nervous smile, like he had been caught doing something he shouldn't be. Quickly strapped the weapon to his back and out of sight.
Don't worry, I'm not gonna use it unless necessary.
I would hope not. He chuckled a big, negative tone.
You think I'm gonna let you out into the woods without guaranteeing your safety? I made a promise to get you home, so this is just an extra precaution.
You don't think it's a bit much?
Better safe than sorry, Firefly.
He did have a point.
I know.
If anyone knew these woods and the kind of danger it held, it would be Michael. I glanced over him again, noticing he changed his oversized cardigan for something more outdoor appropriate. His eyes tracked mine, his shoulders stiffening as a tint spread across his face.
So, shall we?
He opened the door and waved me out. I stepped outside to glance around his front yard. The landscape wasn't anything special. It was actually left quite plain, just thick with trees and foliage. Only past the dirt and flattened grass clued me in the routes Michael would use as he comes and goes, whipping in all directions, trailing to the front door. Come to think of it, anyone passing through would be able to spot Michael's house if they squinted through the trees carefully enough. I guess he was right that nobody walked through this area in years. I heard a locked turn before Michael joined me by my side. He smiled wide before tipping his head in that direction to make sure I was behind him before he started walking. I was hesitant, but followed suit. It was quiet as we traveled, save for the sounds of nature going on around us. The weather is bright and warm, the sun casting pretty rays through the gaps in the trees. I had to admit, enjoyable as it was, the bird calls and rustling of leaves as we walked somewhat brought bad memories. Yesterday was miserable. I was lost, tired, and hungry. There was a chance I wasn't gonna make it out alive. I watched Michael's back as he led the way, the man barely paying any mind to his surroundings. His ear would occasionally flex back in the direction, but overall he seemed confident on where to go. Having Michael as my guide home was definitely a great assurance. It made me even more grateful he had found me when he did. I sighed and shook off the negative feelings, keeping pace while appreciating the fresh air. I stepped up next to my companion, wilting my voice speak after plenty of silence. This is actually kind of nice. Oh, good old nature walk. I coughed into my fist, feeling embarrassed. I don't go outside as often as I should. Marco smiled kindly.
I'm glad I get to bring you there.
Yeah, feels different when you know where you're going. Actually, where are we going? He sensed my nervousness and laughed.
Don't worry. Almost there.
I looked up inside before he even pointed out. A clearing in the distance, the trees grown strangely sparse in that area. I held my breath as I noticed the grass slowly started to dot with flowers. So Grim Michael watched me with my mouth dropped open and knowing twinkle in his eyes. It was breathtaking. A secluded little meadow of flowers, lit up by beams of light, making the scenery resemble a page from a forgotten fairy tale. Butterflies flitted about in pairs, their wings flickering and complementing the really enchanting ambience of the whole place. Michael let me walk some more before walking ahead, turning to face me before sitting down to relax on the grass. He slipped off his satchel and laid it on the grass by his side, along with his crossbow. I blinked out of my superior and approached him, spinning around, drink everything in before plopping myself down next to him. Michael? Hello? Hello?
Oh shit. Nuh-uh.
Wait, is it still streaming? I'm guessing it is.
I would be guessing too.
Alright. That's classics. Anyway,
Not surprised. Why am I getting pinged 136 times?
alright, continuing on.
So, what do you think? Pretty, ain't it?
I nodded, dumbly before finally glancing to face him. The man's gaze on me softened. I was speaking, damn it. Glancing to face him, the man's gaze on me softening as our eyes met.
This game copyrighted, right?
A Wi-Fi approached us rapidly, making me flinch on instinct. Also, I hope the game's not copyrighted.
Why would it be
Yeah,
copyrighted?
so like due to our streaming doesn't mean if that doesn't that mean we're getting copyrighted because of this?
Okay.
It shouldn't be a copyrighted still, right? Oh, there we go. Eh, there we go. It landed on his finger as he held it out, its wings flapping gently. He smiled at the daintily creature, a fond look in his eyes before he held it out towards me. Michael?
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
Do you like butterflies, Jenna?
Of course. I love butterflies. I do. I think they're so pretty. This is amazing, Michael.
I know.
His usual
Hey.
bright smirk was absent, replaced instead with a shy smile. Michael?
Yeah.
Dialogue.
I'm sorry. I kind of had to look at something. My fault. Ahem. Me. Baby, I want you here with me.
Alright, let's get straight to it. The sun was at its peak now. The air gained warmer as minutes passed. The leafy company over us provided enough cover for us to not overheat. Michael picked a flower with his other hand and placed it in my palm, his tail looping loosely around us both as my cheeks darkened. He closed his eyes and leaned back further. The butterfly still resting on his what? Resting on his hand. My ears caught a small rumbling before I realized it was coming from his direction. I almost wanted to ask, but I didn't want to ruin the moment. My gaze dropped as I twirled a flower in my hand, holding the stem delicately. The gesture felt platonic, but also romantic. I wonder if Michael was even interested in relationships. And don't worry, this is not canon to a organic roleplay version of Michael. This ain't canon.
Yeah, we know. Doesn't mean that
Okay.
He's been alone most of his life. He'd probably get tired of my presence sooner or later.
I would never.
Before I could contemplate further, the butterfly on Michael's finger took off, my gaze trailing after it as it left the sunlight and flew away into the woods. Which reminds me. Michael? Michael?
Hmm?
Don't get me wrong. Voice is stunning. But is it okay if we go now? He straightened from his relaxed slouch.
Why? We just got here.
I chewed my lip, hesitating. I never hear I do. I want to go home, Michael. Michael studied my face.
Jonah, do you want to leave me that badly?
No, I just need time to recover from losing ashes. I know it's sounding dramatic, but knowing she won't be there when I get home, I trailed off another shot of guilt and regret filling my chest. I just need to get it done with. I feel a hand rubbing my back. Michael nodded slowly, looking me in the eyes. I was gentle.
That's okay. I understand. But maybe this place can help with that. It's a nice spot to nap, isn't it? I picked out just for you. Why don't you go ahead and lie down?
His words made you sway a sudden bout of sleepiness, weighing heavy over your eyelids. He was right. It is a nice spot to nap in. Why were you in such a hurry? You yawned, leaned back to stretch on the grass. The warmth from the ground seeped through your clothes, lulling you into a sense of comfort and safety. There you go. Just spend some time with me. Just a bit more. Please.
Oh, there's something else I have to show you.
I reached into his satchel and pulled out a wooden box.
It's called a kalimba.
Kalimba. I blinked slowly, clarity coming back as I shook my head to pay attention. Ugh. The box fit nearly in his hands, Michael holding it out as he were typing on it on the phone. I could see it had a hole in the middle with thin strips of metal arranged in a triangular shape over it. Well, what does it do? Proud smirk spread across his face.
I'll show you.
He began to pluck at the metal prongs, a gentle ringing sound resonating with every flick of his thumbs. I couldn't recognize the song. He might have made it up himself. Closed my eyes and joined the tune. I could hear a soft chuckle as he kept playing.
Oh. Relax and listen as long as you like, Firefly.
We minutes passed by with Michael plucking away at the instrument, two of us sunbathing like two cats on a Sunday afternoon. I must have dozed, and the next thing I knew, I felt a nudge on my shoulder. Yeah, there.
Yeah. I am awake. Jesus Christ. It's not like it's 12:38 in the morning. Anyways, comfy. What even is that?
So I was just looking at the. I was looking at the well. Anyway, he chuckled. No one. Can you like click back?
One thing you made was a.
He chuckled. No, when I refused to open my eyes.
I mean, If you'd rather stay.
My eyes shot open, my whole body jerking to sit up. Michael glanced at me, Carabana in his lap, and half a forget-me-not chain in his hands.
What?
I shook my head, slapping at my cheeks. I can't believe I fell asleep. I just need to.
Sorry.
He cut me off. His sigh was heavy.
I was hoping. Never mind.
He patted my shoulder, though his smile didn't reach his eyes.
Thanks for being here with me. Maybe we can do this again sometime? If I ever see you again. Let's get you home.
He rolled over to his feet and stood up, brushing off dirt and fixing his satchel.
Fun!
We gathered our things and set up into the unknown once more. Well, unknown to me at least. Michael seemed to have a map of this place ingrained in his brain.
You seem a bit sleepy still. So let's freshen up, okay?
We walked a bit further away from the clearing, coming across a river. Compared to the rest of the path we walked, the area was shaded considerably with a thick company of leaves over us. Flowing water looked inviting as I kneeled down by the bank, Michael idling close by. I dipped my hands in, eager to wash my face. The water was refreshing and cooled my heated skin in the afternoon sun. I put my hands back to see Michael peeking over my shoulder into my reflection, smiling with a faraway look on his face. He startled as our gazes meet. Irises staring away to look at himself instead. Immediately his expression changed. His ears flattened, a grimace twisting his features as his lips curled back. I've never seen such contempt in his eyes as I did then, staring at his own vestige. He stepped away, retreating underneath the cover of a tree and leaning against it with crossed arms. He doesn't notice me watching. I patted my hands dry on my shirt and approached him.
Ready?
Yeah. I stopped him before he could turn to leave. He looked at me with a questioning look, tipping his head. I hesitated. I wasn't the type to speak my mind directly. Most of the time, I had to keep things to myself and let things go by. But nobody should look at themselves and have that sort of reaction. Hey, you know you're not, I might as well, they might as well be frank. You're not a monster, Michael. He looked taken back. He looked taken aback. Are you asleep again? Michael?
Okay. What makes you say that?
I saw how you were looking at yourself.
Uh,
How you talk about yourself.
What are you talking about? I have no clue what you're talking about.
None of it is true. I kept telling you, you're more than just your appearance. I don't know what compelled me to do it, but I did it anyway. I reached for his hands and held them between us. His eyes widened at the contact.
Jonah.
All it took was a day with you, and truthfully, I think you're the most amazing person I've ever met. He made a choked noise.
I
I'm just some old nobody compared to you.
that's not.
Shut up and listen.
Damn.
Grumpy shut his mouth with an audible click of his teeth. From where I stand, you saved my life. You've taken care of me better than I could ever ask for from a stranger. That already proves me you're not the monster you think you are. You're charming, you're smart, you're sweet. You're a million more wonderful things, but you're not a monster. I take a second to compose myself, lowering my voice. You may look different, Michael. But guess what? Total eyes stare into mine, ears flattening as if fearing the worst. That makes you all the more beautiful to me. His breath hitched. I could feel his hand squeezing my fingers. It was like he forgot how to breathe. I realized my hands were getting sweaty. I pulled away, hastily scratching at my neck and avoiding his gaze. I could feel the blood rush to my face. I could dunk my whole head in the river and it would probably let off steam. This is hard, that came out of nowhere. It just didn't feel right if I didn't say anything. I hope you understand. An awkward silence passed between the two of us. Anyways, I caught him mumbling under his breath.
Did you just, what I want to say? Go for that.
I can't. Hold on. Let me see if I can read that.
Just zoom in on that. It says I can't let you
Hold
leave.
on, let me zoom in. I can't let you
wait.
leave.
Actually, wait. I could just take a photo of this.
No, I saw.
No, we were ready. We were ready.
I can't.
Oh,
let
okay.
you leave.
But what?
I said you can't leave. I mean, not without your cat, right?
I frowned. I have already tried, Michael. Like you said, it was stupid for me to just wander off in the woods. It's about to find her for dumb luck. He paused, his fists clenching.
But I haven't.
Huh?
I haven't tried. I know these woods better than anyone. I could try something for her. But I know that means that you can't leave yet.
Michael, I appreciate the offer, but I don't think I could stick around any longer. I have a job and responsibilities and you distant pain, sudden migraine overcoming your senses. Why do I have a fucking headache? God damn it. Jason? Hello?
You mean, man?
Alright.
Dang.
Hey, you don't look so good. Are you okay? You need me to carry you home?
Yes,
What the?
please. Yes, please.
You know what? I
Yes,
know how Jonah can
please.
lock in. Jonah, check VC chat. I know
Yes,
how you gotta lock
please.
in. No, Jonah, look at VC chat now and lock
Okay,
in.
no problem.
Lock
Just hang in there.
the hell.
Hang on to me.
Was that it? Oh, wait, that's not day 2. Day is day 3.
I'm sorry.
Jonah, is that how you lock in?
Jonah, lock
No.
in, man.
Oh,
Please.
you don't deserve this. I could just one more day with you. I'd be the happiest man alive. Here we are. Let's get you tucked in. I should give you some clothes. Especially since you'll be staying another night. You're okay with that, aren't you?
Ugh. I blinked groggily awake to the gentle sounds of a crackling fire. The itchy texture of worn bed sheets, the weight of heavy knit blankets. I recall once or twice having felt these very sensations to the point that I considered them familiar and comforting. And yet, to preparing me for the bright yellow eyes peering into mine. Ugh! When Knuckles hit him square in the face as Michael yelled. No scorching out the door.
Oh,
Did you just hit him? Yeah!
I'm so sorry.
no.
You're too close to me.
Ow!
You're too close.
Michael, get your way out.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Oh.
Bro, I'm in your mind, Jonah, and you decide to lock in like this. Dang, you're disrespectful. This walking was worse.
Just haymakered
Are you
me!
okay? I'm so sorry.
I told you to look
I
in the eyes of the
haymaker.
VC chat, and you decided to punch him in the face.
sorry. That
I was just
force of
checking to see
habit.
if you're okay.
Force of habit. No,
I
the force
know.
of habit. You know, of punching
That's
someone that's
bleeding.
too close to me in the face.
Bleeding.
Force of
It's
habit.
bleeding. It's
And then
bleeding.
on his rear with a grace of a clumsy toddler on the floor. I sat up in a panic and immediately grimaced, landing back on the bed with a nice synchronous flop. It hit me in one fell swoop how my whole body was aching. Every single one of my limbs felt like they had gone through a ringer and came out the other side all wrinkled wrong. I groaned aloud, leaning my head back on the pillow.
Is he okay?
Michael
Jonah,
dragged to his feet,
Jonah,
rubbing
get over
his
here, Jonah. Get over
nose.
here, Jonah. Okay, Jonah,
How
look at
can
me.
I if I'm in his house? Dang it. Y'all are just voices
Look.
in my head.
2, 3,
Soda!
eyes.
So this was an awkward frog before he cleared his throat.
I'm glad you're awake. At least. How are you feeling after stalking me in the nose?
Terrible.
Yeah, you socked me in the
He
nose!
visibly flinched.
I'm sorry to hear that.
He stepped closer to bed, leaning over one wing in case my hand dramatically whipped out against self-defense. With my hand settled on my lap, he deemed it safe enough to sit beside me. What happened, Michael?
I
Hi, Noel.
don't
Back,
remember.
Noel.
Well,
Well,
get your girl to look.
I shook my head,
Please
wincing
send
a
a picture.
bit as my head pounded. Not all. Michael hesitated.
you tripped and hit your head. I had to carry you home.
His words almost stirred together as he fidgeted. My head? So I lifted my hand to feel for bumps or bruises, but he hastily snatched my wrist.
No, don't worry about that. Here, have this. It'll help.
Michael gave me a familiar-looking drink as he quickly pressed the cup into my hands. Silly enough with some effort to take a sip, I couldn't help the small sense of deja vu. The amount of times I woke up in the bed days and disoriented is almost uncomfortable now. And the Easter drink was helping, just like he promised. My body felt lighter as I finished. Michael took the cup from me and set it aside for wringing his hands together for a nervousness I haven't seen in a while.
So, I'm sorry this happened. I didn't mean for you to get hurt.
I sighed and waved aside his worry with an embarrassed grumble. It won't be the first time I tripped, if you could believe it. It's not your fault. He gave me a small, soft chuckle, but it sounded guilty.
I suppose you're right. It's just,
His face looked like he had a million thoughts running through his head.
I promised, didn't I?
Better?
Yeah,
Dialogue.
yeah. I said I was gonna look out for you. I said I was gonna keep you safe. Instead, I made you hurt by totally not hypnotizing you.
What? His voice cracked.
I'm so sorry, Jonah.
The sudden change in demeanor was startling to say the least. You couldn't have predicted it was gonna happen. And I'm fine. See?
Oh, Firefly. I guess you're right.
His expression carried a lingering doubt, but he quickly masked it with a small smile. His eyes dim.
In that case, you'll be staying?
The way he said it almost sounded like a decision that's already been made. Or a plea. What do you mean? His eyes darted aside.
You agreed to let me find ashes, remember?
Did I say that?
Yeah. So, you'll be staying a while longer, right?
He didn't even let me get a word in.
Michael is such a
If
master manipulator.
In fact, a feeling of uncertainty washed over me as if we had this conversation before. I don't think that.
Besides, what's the rush? It's already late, and you're in no condition to travel anywhere.
I reached for glancing out the window. Pitch black darkness greeted me as I realized he was right. Yeah, a tender and candy feeling spread through my chest, shivers crawling down my spine. I don't know why, but something about this whole situation felt wrong. I feel like I'm forgetting something else. Michael had a nervous look on his face.
Maybe you hit your head harder than you thought.
His words didn't sound confident. How long was I out?
A couple years. I'm kidding. Couple hours, I think.
I took a hit. It was that bad? My brow creased as I tried to recall today's events. But I don't remember tripping. There was a river. I don't remember you. And then.
Your memory must be fuzzy, and for good reason. After all,
Your stomach rumbled suddenly, echoing the quiet room.
I
There was a
can I get
heavy
a timeout
silence.
real quick? Can I get a timeout?
Hmm?
It's 1 o'clock in the morning. I'm continuously falling asleep. I need a
I
timeout.
guess we can just save her until next time.
Yeah, I'm dying over here. We had a quota.
Yeah.
Or use someone can read instead. Pick up the phone. Pick up the phone. Pick up the phone. Pick up the phone.
Okay, what's
Like,
up? Hello.
pick up the phone.
See you next stream, everybody.
Hey, see y'all later.
Good night.
See
Bye.
you next week.
We don't take it.
Well,
Bye.
see ya.